So the challenges that Airwave faced before engaging with Sync International were a variety of skills within our team, facing the challenges of working as a team through negotiations. So it wasn't necessarily a lack of capability, it was a lack of a common approach and a common language to negotiation that we lacked, and that was hindering our progress. So I was lucky enough to work with Jan and Sync about 10 years ago, when I previously worked with a company called Motorola. And I'd used them very effectively to bring together a bid team during the negotiation phase and make it an internal competence and a differentiator for us in terms of a competitive edge. I wanted to achieve the same thing here, and Jan's skill and experience and 10 years of working with other companies brought what I needed to the team very quickly and very effectively. Since working with SNI, our team's approach to negotiations has changed dramatically. Now we don't rely on the right person being in the right place, in the right frame of mind to achieve the right results. Now we have a systematic approach of planning and preparation, and one that involves a team working in concert together to achieve a single goal or a single set of goals. So this systematic approach has made negotiations a part of a plan to win, rather than hope being part of the strategy. So I think the biggest result that we've had is now having a basket of tools that allow us to combine teams from multiple disciplines in any negotiation. And those tools have been used right across the business, from negotiations with customers to suppliers in the buying area, and also with partners as well, to ensure that we are able to achieve a bigger win for both parties than was originally anticipated or even expected. So those skills have now become embedded as part of the Airwave toolset for dealing with a whole range of situations in both the buy and the sell side of our chain. So I think if I was to look at specific benefits in each one of those areas, I would say that in the buying area, we've managed to get not only better results for Airwave, but we've also seen a better improvement in the relationship with our supply chain as well. When it comes to negotiating contracts with customers, our approach to understanding value trades has meant once again that customers have walked away from negotiations believing that we are striking a deal and not that one party is winning rather than another. In working with partners, our partnership teams have gone into the negotiations, again, not with an adversarial approach to seeing who comes out ahead, but seeing if there is a route through to ensure that both parties come ahead and then stick to the agreements that we've made. So we're much more comfortable now in being able to work with those outside agencies to achieve better results for them and for Airwave. So Jan faced a difficult audience when he first presented to Airwave. Again, I was saying earlier on that we had a wide variety of very experienced negotiators, and very quickly he brought them over onto his side by demonstrating not only excellent command of the academic support for negotiations training, but also real-life experience, being able to put colour behind the tools that we were being taught to show that how they could be implemented in real life. I think this balance of not only being able to teach it, but be able to do good negotiations and show that to the team that was learning these skills is very, very important. So if I look at negotiations, it's very easy for people in different functions to say they would specifically benefit from it. So the obvious ones would be buyers or sales teams. But actually, anybody that's in an interaction with another agency, whether that be internal or external, can benefit from a structured approach to negotiations, one that takes out the reliance on the right people at the right time saying the right things, and more a focused approach to achieving a win for both parties. So I wouldn't say it's any specific department, I would say it's all departments and individuals as well. I know from my own personal experience, even some of my personal relationships have benefited from negotiations skills and training. So I think there was a couple that worked well for us. So I think the negotiations checklist that Jan's put together has been very useful in making planning for negotiations a very well-structured approach. I think the work that Jan brought to bear from Robert Cialdini in terms of the items of persuasion and influence have been very illuminating for both the team and myself, and how powerful they are in negotiations. So I would say that those are the two elements that have been very useful for us.